Thank you, Freddie.
Yeasty. Distinctly yeasty. How's that for a tasting note? Okay, come on. I can see it jumping out of your silk socks to tell me. What is it?
The Angel Game.
That old thing.
No, I found the perfect Mark Cassidy. Sir Norman Loftus.
The high-rise king.
Construction vandal and profiteer. He made his first fortune building freeways in the States, then returned home to wreck the city skyline.
Sly old bruiser.
I think perhaps I'm doing this one as a personal favor to Prince Charles. Oh, what do you say?
It says here he's retired, almost a recluse.
Even Howard Hughes had to eat. See here? Holiday relief cook wanted.
No, thank you.
No housework, full board, own TV, only for a fortnight. We'll take him for 50 grand. What's more, I've got the job.
I've got a super business here, but then I always loved frocks, remember? Dressing up.
It was the undressing, I remember.
Oh, yeah, me or Mandy.
You were a lovely pair.
This door is to remain locked at all times, okay? The rest is yours. In case of emergency. Make yourself at home, but no parties. And don't use my window seat as your casting couch. It's 300 years old.
I shall be sitting behind my desk, and my man will be reading his scripts. Tina, I take it you won't object if I invite Dame Judi Dench in for a little artistic chat?
Harry, I've got a flight to catch, 400. And 100 deposit on the telephone.
My pleasure.
Ta-ta. And good luck with your show.
You have a good trip now, do you hear? Bye. Cheeky tart. I hope she gets bitten by a giant crab.
Don't mind me. I'm Mrs. Harris. I do the pots and that.
Hello.
Et, the housekeeper, says you're a theatrical. Can't recall your face. Never mind, eh?
Thank you.
Here, I say, don't go to too much trouble, dearie. Only eat soup.
And that's what I'm making.
No, it's all here. Look.
Good grief.
You're going to tell me what the scam is? I mean, this is all a scam, isn't it?
A variation on the old Angel theme. Ever seen a movie called The Producers? It's a classic.
Don't believe it.
Set up a theatrical package and then fold it before the investors get their money back. Only we probably won't even get to open. Oldies but goldies, Inky.
Excuse me, sir.
What's this?
Potage bonne femme, sir.
What's that?
Leek and potato soup with a little cream and parsley.
Smells a bit.
Crouton, sir.
No. So, you're an actor as well as a cook?
I'm a cook between engagements, sir. I have many commitments.
Good. Then you can read to me.
He was such a nimble gnome. He could climb like a monkey, spring like a leopard, wriggle like a snake. He was as slippery as an eel, as stealthy as a cat, as swift as a deer. Oh, he was a nimble gnome. Now, this would have been splendid had he been a nice gnome, but he wasn't nice. Not a bit of it. He was a nasty, naughty gnome. He was forever playing the most peevish pranks on the wee people of the woods.
Good morning to the day, and next my gold. Open the shrine. Time has come to choose our property. Look at them. 500 scripts from a 4-line advert. The hopes and dreams of desperate men. Who'd be a playwright? Okay, Inky, give me your #1 all-time Motown spectacular. Who is for fame and fortune?
Deadline tomorrow. It's by a woman.
A Rita.
I've got a real feeling about this one, HC. The heroine is a local reporter. She's the vicar's mistress, but she wants to get married.
Typical reject script. Seen every tin pot management in the country. Fringe material. Next.
How about a thriller? Deadly vintage. Crime in wine. A titled chatelaine making fine Bordeaux laced with rat poison.
Nah, it's too in. I want a big subject, a play with heroes, a star vehicle wrapped in a tale of true romance. A show that will make an old man want to live and then live some more.
It's curtains for Wells that are wrinklies, then.
El Dorado is a man called Norman. Hello. Now this is what I call a business script. It's got substance and a great title. Ye Adventures of Maid Marian. This feels like a bit of property.
Yeah, I read a bit of that. Don't make any sense.
Robin Hood, my liege lady. Women desiring sovereignty as well over her house bounty as his love, Maid Marian. Forsooth, Sir Robin, when mine house bounty is fro the world gone, some Christian man shall weddy me anon. That's how they spoke. This is the way Robin Hood talked.
Not in the films I've seen.
It's authentic, the language of Johnson, King Alfred the Great.
Nobody will understand it. I didn't.
Well, then we'll rewrite it. The Adventures of Maid Marian. Satisfied? We're putting a package together. It's better they don't understand it. Now, what I want from you is a brilliantly illuminated title page.
Yep.
Maid Marian in seductive pose, wimple and cleavage. Back to the drawing board, Inky. I'm going to meet our star.
Who is it?
You could say that I picked her up on the bus. Cherry Butters.
Good morning, Sir Norman.
Morning, Buchanan. I only take coffee. You bring it to the garden?
But it's raining, sir.
It often does. We're leaving now. What the hell is he doing?
Exactly what you mean, love. Cheers, Trish. And you keep on choodling, eh? All right, love, what'll it be? Boobs or bikini?
Boobs, please, Cherry.
Why not, eh?
Can you make it out to Sydney, please?
Certainly. Yes, you don't mind if I give him a little kiss, do you?
Don't mind what you give him, love. You don't get none from me.
Oh, I don't believe that, do you? No, never. All right, love. But you've got us a bit more dressy, love. Fancy a drop of snakeskin myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll have a look.
Cheers, darling.
Hi, Cherry. Harry Cassidy, theatrical impresario. I was wondering if you could spare a few moments for a business chat. My, you are looking glorious.
Not just now, Harry, love. I'm working. Why don't you have a word with my manager? He's upstairs.
There's 200, and 20, and 40, and 10 make the big 250.
Correct. And she gets to keep the shoes of her choice.
Just the one pair of shoes, Mr. Butters, as we agreed.
You try telling her that. Try talking my little girl out of anything she set her heart on. Oh, come in, pal. You the press?
Harry Cassidy. I want to put the name of Cherry Butters up in lights.
If it's video, forget it.
I am talking about the legitimate theater.
What does all this mean? Angrily asked the Queen. Please, Your Majesty, said somebody timidly, the seats are all smeared with chestnut gum. The naughty gnome, cried 100 little voices. The Queen was furious. My command is, she said, that there be absolute silence in this wood until that horrible little gnome is caught. But, Your Majesty, cried one, our midnight revels. You know, this is terrific. Don't you think it would make the most marvelous theater?
I'm not surprised you're out of work.
But it's got color, humor, pageantry.
I know nothing about making plays, but I know that Ellen Roper's stories would lose out. Toy Town was done, of course, but that was the wireless. The best instrument for stories is still the human voice, preferably a mother's voice. David Davis read well. Derek McCulloch. Good night, children. Everywhere. You read well, too. You're classically trained, I suppose. Well, get on with it.
First, eat some more soup, please. Now, that is very rude. Are you giving me the bird, sir?
Tomorrow is the anniversary of the death of the dog. I've been a whole year without the dog. There's nothing worse than being old.
This is the property. Not an obvious hit, maybe. But if I know anything, it's got that classic quality that made Amadeus theater.
What's it called?
The Adventures of Maid Marian by Spinny Harry.
Who?
A very interesting young dramatist.
Oh, look, Dad, isn't it lovely? This dress is gorgeous.
It was a great period for costume.
Lincoln green and feathers.
I read somewhere that you've been taking singing and dancing lessons. I hope that wasn't just publicity.
Oh, no. I go to Quentin de Grey.
Remember Sister Kate? Shimmers like a jelly on a plate.
I was just wondering that maybe she should play the lute. You don't play the lute by any chance.
Do what?
Never. Blondell plays the songs. Olivia de Havilland was Maid Marian opposite Errol Flynn, who was Robin Hood.
Exactly, and our story opens just as Robin and some of the other band have been captured by the sheriff.
Sir Basil Rathbone.
And Maid Marian and the other wives dress up as troubadours to rescue him.
Wives are camp followers.
They was the girlfriends, Dad.
Well, whatever. History has never been too clear on that one.
Well, I disagree with you there, Harry. Marian is called Maid Marian, not Mistress Marian or Lady Huntington or whatever. And I think this is very important towards understanding the role.
Incredible. Your understanding of the subtleties of the subtext. I love it.
Whatever anyone says, Errol Flynn was still the best Robin Hood. I could murder a pint, Cass.
And I'd love to hand you one. But, unfortunately, I'm having lunch with an angel.
You can get another dog.
Who'd look after him when I'm gone? Those women hate animals. I gave my son $500,000, and what do you think he did? He hopped it. Not had a word since. All the nippers. But I didn't care at the time because I had my dogs. But now, death has settled in.
I can't think why you took me on. Your char could warm up a can of soup.
Usually I don't find anybody, but I took to you. I suppose you'll be off tomorrow.
There must have been a time when there was a bit of fun in your life. This is a gorgeous place. I suppose if I stay, I will find out what it is you want.
That's the spirit.
Let's forget soup. Let's say soup is off. I'm going to roast you a duck, and I'm going to baste it with a stock made from giblets and port.
Got a cellar full of port.
Ah, and the smell, the fantastic aroma will drive you wild.
Ah, that sounds fun. I love the smell of roast duck.
Well, he's a game old cock, but he's about as into showbiz as a Trappist monk.
Why is it always, when I'm up and buoyant, you're so down and bloody negative?
Life, Cassidy, sweet and sour, is what makes our partnership so inspired.
And what's all this? Hardly iron rations.
No, I'm tempting him. Last night it was roast duck, and he had some potatoes. Tonight it's sole bercé with a handful of tossed French beans. Tomorrow, if it all goes according to plan, I'm steaming calf's liver with leeks.
Oh, that's marvelous. Liver's the stuff, so my mother used to say.
He doesn't appear to be quite so drained, and there's a little color coming back into his lips.
I get it. You're fattening him up for the kill. Brilliant.
Maybe.
There's no maybe about it. We've got 10 days to pull this scam off.
Nibbling at a leek and a morsel of fish is a racing mile away from investing 50 grand into your fantasy theatrical extravaganza, Cassidy.
Extravaganza, is that what you call it? So you don't like my choice of property, eh?
Precisely. You're giving him a verse conceit in Middle English, and the old man is into sunny stories.
Ah, you're like an old molly. You love all this gentleman's gentleman carry-on. I should have left you portering at the Drayton Court.
Oh, you impertinent little crook.
Leave the creative side to me. You just fatten him up.
What's this, Buchanan?
Braised pheasant with a puree of lentils.
Quite an aroma.
I see you have wine tonight.
Yes. Burgundy. Are you encouraged? And get a glass for yourself.
Thank you, sir.
I was watching your face when I was eating that liver. What is going on? Why are you going to all this trouble? Is it just because I'm here and you're there?
That's one of the reasons, yes, sir.
Will you tell me the others?
No, sir.
Fair enough. Will you join me in the pheasant? You might as well eat it now as later in the kitchen.
Thank you, sir.
I'll eat off the dish, like in the old days with dog. What's the point? Do you know, my heart has beat more than 2.5 million times.
That's nothing to a heart.
You're talking to an engineer. I know the clock has got to stop. I am 72.
That's not old. Good food restores the tissues. Feed your liver and protect your heart. Your health, sir.
What an easy fellow you are. Do you want to talk about that bloke that's got the play that you like? Mr. Cassidy? Hmm?
Not tonight, sir, no, sir.
I'll give you a word of advice. If I didn't drink, I'd be a millionaire today.
But you are a millionaire, sir.
Of course I am. Sweet pheasant. Shot quite a few. You've reassured me about my heart and liver, but what about the other business?
What business?
What makes life worth living, of course.
Oh, well, we'll go down to the kennels tomorrow and choose a dog. I love dogs, too.
I'm talking about women. I want to be adored again. Do you know how to fix that?
You better get used to the bubbly, baby. Because you are going to be the toast of the town. Another similar. You're the tops. You're the tower of pizza. Remember old Blue Eyes? My kind of man.
I'll say it again, Harry, please.
I was supposed to be singing You're the Tops.
I know, but Sir Robin's line, my liege lady. Oh, go on, Harry. I want to get it right.
Sure, baby. My liege lady, some women desiring sovereignty as well over her house bounty as his love. Pretty.
Forsooth, Sir Robin, for when mine house bounty this worldy gone, then shall some Christian man weddy me anon. Yeah, that was better that time. I got the rhythm then.
Spoken trippingly off the tongue, sweetheart.
Without dropping me H's. Mine house bounty. Mine
House
house bounty. Oh, Harry. You will be my Professor Higgins, won't you?
Professor O. Higgins.
I want you to direct my debut. I don't want anyone else. I just don't think I could do it.
Maybe we should stay the night here. I'll book a room. We can run through a few key scenes. Waiter.
Oh, I can't believe it. It must be 11:30 already. Oh, I am silly. I just didn't think, Harry.
Taxi for the most beautiful animal in the world.
All right, Dad?
Treating you well, is he? Oh, while you make it out the bill, pal, I'll have a gorgonzola and pickle sandwich on sliced white to take away. I know. Another time, eh?
Mr. Buchanan, Countess.
Guy, what heaven.
The lovely Marjorie. Up to your arms in flour.
As usual. You should have rung.
Well, I was just passing.
Lies. What do you want?
It's rather delicate. Do you know anything about aphrodisiacs?
Should I be flattered or insulted? Why me?
Well, you're the finest cook I know, and,
An old sex pot.
Yes.
The aphrodisiac that always works for me is a new man. But there are those who claim success from love potions and stimulating dishes.
Well, I've got a whole book here. A bouquet of erotica by Baron de la Vie.
Lovely, dinky little thing, just fit in a handbag. Do let's have a butcher's.
Eel soup. Snails Armenian style. Oyster patties.
No, they do work. It's the phosphorus, goes straight to the brain. Fancy a veal?
Restorative for fading illusions and loss of grace.
It's a useful one. Where did you get it?
A psychiatrist who had an affair with my ex.
How did they do?
She married him.
A love drink. Invigorating. Devised in the cabinet of Le Duc d'Air. Recommended. 2 wine glasses.
Should we?
Darling, why not? But I do have people for dinner, so chop chop. My life and holy smoke. Whatever are you dishing up for him now?
It's called food, my dear. It's fresh and nourishing, and it wasn't brewed up in a can.
I don't know what your game is, Mr. Buchanan.
No, you don't.
I've had 4 huge mouthfuls. Scallop and veal, veal and scallop, scallop and veal, veal and scallop. Plus the gravy.
Very good, Sir Norman.
Delicious. But was it...
The business? Yes, Sir Norman. But not for people of cold temperament.
Cold temperament? I've had 3 greedy wives. I've known women all over the world.
So I believe, sir.
Uh-huh. Days gone by. Help yourself to wine. Needs finishing up.
Thank you, sir.
Has she gone?
Who, sir?
Oh, Winnie Harris. Ask her up for a gin.
You can ask her up yourself, sir.
Oh. Now I've offended you. Put down the tray and pick up the wine. You perform your duties very seriously. Twitch your tatch, come on. Be a naughty gnome for Norman. Let's see that smile of yours again.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we throw a party?
Tonight?
I'm talking about a do, Sir Norman, a good old-fashioned romp. We'll bring in Cassidy. Get him to lay on some of the girls from the show. Make a night of it. What do you say? I'll introduce you to the star, Miss Cherry Butters.
Oh, time for a little Moon River.
Town, Cassidy. Dangerous lascars on every corner. And I could step into rotten melody. I'm not happy.
Listen, you've done fabulously well so far, so don't spoil it all by grumbling. And don't pout. Just trust me, okay?
Never.
That's better. In here.
Come closer to me. I drift into my melody.
Frosty little hole.
More of the grease paint, the smell of the crowd.
You can actually pay a tenner to get in here.
Not people. Hunters. Actually, it's quite a jolly little show.
Ah, you've been here before.
Inky's Uncle Bernie's the choreographer, so I've been popping in and out to soak up atmosphere.
Choreographer?
These routines don't come together by themselves, you know. Believe you me, there's a lot of sweat and tears out there.
Bump and grind, bump and grind, bump and grind, cha-cha-cha. Yes, when you break it down. Oh, hello. What's your name?
Call me Chica. Thank you, Jeff. We're having a meeting.
All right, mate. Maybe catch up with you later then.
It's the snake act.
Gentlemen, a million apologies. Bijou Crisette backstage. There's nothing that works no more. Do you find that? Look at this suit. Excuse me, but this really is a suit. Nice one. Okay, You're throwing an orgy.
No, Bernie, we're having a party to launch a musical comedy.
Hook the backer. Bad job. You got a theme? Glamour nuns is nice. Or rubber.
No, it's under the greenwood tree, I told you.
Okay, you're the governor.
Yes.
No trouble, just nice to get it right. Girls, you say? Presents or cash? Cash is favourite. Any special tastes? Old boy, isn't it? Can be choosy, you'd be surprised.
No, Bernie. I don't believe we would.
Our principal angel is an old moneybags called Sir Norman Loftus. Perhaps you've heard of him?
No, not unless he's in clothes.
No, he's a breeze block tycoon. He invented the Watford Gap, so he's rolling in it.
There's a snag somewhere, Harry, I can tell.
Well, it's just that he wants an actor called Guy Buchanan to play Robin Hood.
Who's he? His boyfriend?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Guy is a classical actor. I suppose I'm just jealous. That's all.
Oh, you play Robin Hood, Harry. Oh, go on. Leave the old boy to me. I'll insist it has to be you.
No, bless you. All the artistic side is mine. The production is mine. I'm your producer. You are my leading lady, Jerry. You and me, babe, into the limelight, taking that bow.
Oh, Harry. I know that our relationship is first and foremost a professional relationship. But there are times with you, like this, when I feel I want to pick you up by the scruff of your shirt and drag you back to my den.
Go on, do it, baby.
It's like the intense sexual energy I put into my posing. That's why our work together is so important.
Oh, vital, baby.
I'm just building it all up inside. For Maid Marian.
Well, there is such a thing as being ready too soon, you know.
We'll make it together after the first night. And just to keep you choodling, I've brought you something.
Harry Cassidy, hello. Who? Oh, Spinning Harry. Hi. Where are you speaking from? Perth. Perth, Australia. I love it. Oh, yes, of course we want to buy the auction. My lawyers are working on a contract right now, sweetheart. Yes? Oh, it's all happening here. Yes, and I'm looking forward to meeting you, too. Goodbye. Our lovely author. You're on a promise. Cherry.
And I do mean it.
This is it, Byrne. The fun and games room. It has to be.
Is it festive, love?
Oh, ye of little faith. Practical log fire for the Sheriff Nottingham's banquet. Surrounded by woodland glades with cushions, couches, and drapes.
Girls in yashmaks and pantaloons. It's your Turkish delight.
Bernie.
Dancing over there. Chinese lanterns and streamers. And the exhibition on the snooker table.
Bernie, there will be no exhibition. This is a fun-do. A romp, certainly, but your theme is the Maid Marian.
And a merry man. Seriously, though, I think you're going to have a titsy problem with your design. 100% authentic is going to look like a kiddie's pantomime. Nice to get it right, John.
Of course, you can take a few liberties.
That's all we ask, John. Artistic liberties.
He finally stumped up with 1,000. And the champagne and brandy are on him from his own cellar. Not bad.
You've done great.
Oh, and he wants to talk to you in the library.
Me? What about?
Me. Play it by ear.
What's the budget, Gov?
500.
I'm struck dumb. That's not on. I mean, fair's fair. Fair dues, my girls will want that.
They're coming to a party of a lifetime.
These are professional girls. They've got mothers and kids to support.
All right, make it 6 girls.
There's props hire, the dressings, and the frocks.
700 and Cassidy will supply the frocks.
Tight. I think we've got a very nice show here, John.
So you're the famous Cassidy. Are you a showman?
I like to think so.
And you want me to invest in your new show. What's in it for me, exactly?
A percentage of our success.
Will it be fun?
There's nothing quite like it in the world.
You mean rehearsals, choosing the players, and so on. I'd like to have a hand in that.
The glamour starts tomorrow night.
Now, what have you got against Buchanan?
Oh, well, nothing really. Guy Buchanan is a very stylish actor.
And why, for God's sake, does he have to work as a servant? Why don't you give him the parts?
He's not always right. Buchanan is a matinee idol, like his Uncle Jack. Cary Grant, David Niven. He's not a heavy, like Mitchum.
I don't care about any of that. He's right for this show. You understand?
Are you twisting my arm, Sir Norman?
I'll hire someone to break it for you.
You shouldn't have. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Look, Daddy, they're lovely.
Oh, yeah.
No expense spared on our star. Once he claps his minces on you, that is it. There'll be no doubt the show will be a smasheroo. So talk nicely to him. Tell him about your singing and about your tap. And don't forget your West Side Story experience with Wilsden Operatic. Not too much about the modeling, though. And when I introduce you to him, hold on to his hand and flirt a little bit.
Here, tell him about when you worked at the National Theatre.
Excuse me?
Oh, I was an ice cream girl before I got discovered.
Crazy man.
I won't say that exactly, of course.
No, but you appeared every night.
Honestly, Harry, if I don't know how to handle old fellas by this time.
Excited about tonight, aren't you? Just did my hair today.
It's a terror, right?
Hey, your mum got the baby bed?
Oh, yeah.
Smash it.
I wasn't missing this one, no way.
Bone and clothes.
Yeah, smash it.
Fabulous. Just snag me Potsy's stocking. Would you believe it?
Yeah, Pats, I said to Glenn, we ain't done an orgy since the Harley Street do last New Year's. Hello, who wants to check out the Ducky Butler?
Hands off, Pats. It's mine.
Come on, girls.
It's the A-Team. You like it?
It's lame. Smash it.
I'll throw it to you.
You gonna stay and watch the fun, Ma?
Take some to shock me.
Don't rag my star. What's that travesty doing here? It's girls we ordered. I demand a rebate.
Yeah, and Lana Turner for 10 and 6. Well, stand by your beds.
I can't go through with it. I'm too old, damn you. I've got mauve lips and I can't dance.
Of course you can dance. The naughty, nimble gnome can dance.
I'm frightened that my teeth will fall out, you idiot.
Well, who cares?
I do. It'll make me look like a silly old monkey.
This is your night of ooh la la, Norman. And I've created it for you because you're a remarkable, nimble old monkey. And I'm proud of you. Now go on, do your stuff. I'm finished tomorrow. champagne is served. Your ladies are waiting.
Ooh la la. What an easy fellow you are.
Sir Norman, may I present our star?
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Are you? Really?
Of course I am, silly.
You're the Maid Marian.
Oh, it's a wonderful part.
I knew Errol Flynn, you know, when I was in the States. He was my buddy.
Oh, my dad talks about him.
Your dad?
Yeah, he was here somewhere. Oh, there he is.
I didn't catch your name. May I call you Ooh La La?
Of course you can. No.
He's really going for her. Wait till we give him the knock-knock samba.
Later. You've broken the back of that. Come on. Get the weight off your feet.
Oh, why not?
That's it. Ginger snap, or would you prefer an oyster patty?
Ha. It's all very well for you. I'm talking about all this foreign food. How on earth is old Ed going to cope with that?
Well, she'll have to buck her ideas up, won't she? Sling all those packets and tins.
I reckon you're banking on staying on.
Quite wrong.
Female pulchritude is my life. It's no secret. I'll do anything for a show girl. Ask anyone. It's my Latin blood.
This is a great party, Noel.
Yes, isn't it? Let's sit this one out in the library.
All set, bar the signature. Isn't Sherry a cracker? I'm going to marry that girl.
Before or after the show? Shut.
We give him a couple of minutes, then you do your old Jeeves act for the coup de grace.
Dancing with you makes me feel like a naked god. That dirty Italian painting, the revelry and all that.
What do you mean then with the oohs and the little oohs?
And handmaidens to the Lord of Love. That's me tonight, Bev.
I think you could be right, Wally.
Oh, yes, there's valets like you. And speak French and German. So don't give me show business. I don't swallow that.
Yes, he's playing Moon River.
He's not auditioning. Bloody cheek.
He won't sign it, you know. 10 to 1 he won't.
Come on, let's get in. The old goat's had more than his money's worth already. Bravo!
Miss Butters has a sweet singing voice.
Reminds me of the young Marilyn Monroe, eh, Guy?
Very special.
Yeah, from the experts.
Well, thank you, gentlemen.
Now, I recommend the oyster patties, deviled lobster, tortilla au caviar.
Delicious. How's the party?
Wonderful.
Degenerating fast.
Into an orgy? Well done.
That's my dad.
He's having a whale of a time.
Would you mind pushing off, Cassidy? I want to have a word with Buchanan on his own.
I brought along the contract, Sir Norman.
Leave it with Buchanan. I'm going to give this girl the moon, if she'll take it.
Oh, She will, because you're a handsome, rich old devil, Norman.
Oh, isn't he lovely?
First, we're going to travel. Do you know she's never been to New York? Never seen Niagara Falls? I'm going to show her my world. And you can forget that. Where I come from, you wrap your chips in jobs like that. And when we get back, I'm going to buy you your own theater.
You give her the moon, Norman. And give her the stars as well. That's what I do. But as I'm a poor old devil, I'm going to slip back down to the party and have a brandy and a dance with little Glennis.
Yeah, you keep on choodling, eh? Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Why are you laughing? You've done the deal.
He's going to marry her. She's going to spend all his money. That's the deal, Cassidy. No signature.
You mean you've blown it? You toad eater. You've got a nerve coming here after what you've done. I ought to flatten you.
I brought your dresses back.
Oh, my God, the dresses. I forgot all about them.
Well, that's what partners are for, old dear.
Yes, and to blow away 50,000 smackaroons. That was the sweetest tickle of my life.
Oh, come on. The con was unsound.
What?
It's my fault. You can't take money from a dying man. Even if he was a deplorable old rogue. Besides, I liked him.
But I wasn't going to. I wanted to put the money into my show. I thought we had a good package here.
You poor fellow. It's cherry, isn't it? You really were smitten. Well, never mind. She'll do for him in a couple of years, and then you can have her back and the money. What's left of it.
You the hypocritical old bastard. Come in.
Harry Cassidy? I'm Spinny Harry. G'day. Listen, I drove straight to the airport and got on the first plane. Simple as that. Here I am. Have you got the option contract? Hey, what a truly fabulous illuminated cover. Will you look at that? You know, I never thought there was a chance of a production of my wildest dreams. But my tutor at Oxford read your ad and sent it in.
Well, I'm afraid we're having a bit of difficulty finding an angel.
Well, just so long as you like it.
Oh, we think it's wonderful.
The money always takes care of itself. That's what my hubby used to say.
Wise man. I'd like to meet him.
Well, sorry, you'll have to make do with me. Mr.
Oh, Guy. Guy Buchanan. I'm the senior partner.
The old fella dropped off his perch 3 years ago, which is why I went back to varsity for my PhD. Seems it's all turned out for the best, eh?
I think he'd be very proud of you. Some lunch.
I could do some damage to a bottle of Chardonnay. I'm staying at the Connaught Hotel. Do you know it?
Oh, great.
This is so exciting. You know, I thought I was going to have to study medicine or something.
My turn, I think. You look after the shop, Cassidy. Sir Dickie's ducking in for the Tango property. Remember?